OnePlus has been doing something really interesting with OxygenOS. I have been using the closed beta version of OxygenOS 16 on my OnePlus 13s, and I have to tell you, it's a massive improvement from OxygenOS 15. It's not just smoother, it's much smarter. And this time, AI actually feels a lot more useful than it ever has been on a smartphone. Let's start with the basics first, but before we begin, smash that like button and hit subscribe so that you never miss any of our videos. The first thing you notice about OxygenOS 16 is how buttery smooth everything is. Animations are ridiculously smooth. That's because of OnePlus's new Flow Motion and Parallel Processing 2.0. I know, sounds fancy, but what they do is really simple. When you're scrolling through the UI, every animation starts even before the previous one finishes. It's small, but it makes the whole system feel instant. There's also a new design language called Breathe With You. Everything looks softer and more fluid. You've got rounded corners, a light Gaussian blur, subtle lighting effects in apps like the calculator and compass. It looks a lot like Liquid Glass from iOS 26, but hey, I'm not complaining. There's also a ton of new customization features. You have this new Flux themed lock screen that lets you add a ton of widgets, depth effect, etc. This looks really cool. On the home page now, you can not only resize widgets, but also resize and reshape icons and folders. I have made my most used apps bigger, so my home screen looks like this neat little dashboard. There's also a new icon theme called Flux. Basically, your app icons get a single color palette. Looks clean and feels premium. But the real star here is AI, especially in PlusMind and Mindspace. So a quick explainer here. PlusMind is OnePlus's AI system. Mindspace is like your smart notebook. You can dump screenshots, voice notes, etc. PlusMind will go through all of that, and if there are any actionable pieces like adding a reminder to your calendar, it will prompt you to save that. Plus, it will generate basic summaries and keep everything organized. With OxygenOS 16, PlusMind can now create folders or collections and group all your screenshots around a single topic at the same place. For example, I'm hosting a small party soon and have been grabbing a lot of screenshots of food items, cocktails, etc. from Instagram pages and websites using the plus key. All of those screenshots go straight into Mindspace. PlusMind will suggest that I create a collection of all these screenshots. Or I can create a collection of my own, and PlusMind will sort all of those screenshots that I take into these collections. I can also then ask Mindspace to create a party menu just for me. It goes through everything that I have saved in that collection, pick out the right items for a menu, and create a proper shareable list. But where OnePlus has made things truly magical is by integrating Gemini into Mindspace. Let's say you are planning a 2-day trip to Osaka to explore its food scene. You have saved a lot of screenshots from Instagram posts and blogs and other blogs. You can now ask Gemini to go inside Mindspace and plan a trip. Gemini will go through everything that you have saved, analyze it, and within seconds, build a full itinerary only from the information that you have saved. How neat is that? There are some other AI upgrades too. If you're feeling lazy while posting on Instagram, you can ask the AI writer to write captions right inside the Instagram app. Or when you're reading something long, like an article or a guide, you can select the text and ask the AI writer to turn it into a table or a mind map. I used it for my mom who's heading to Berlin for a work trip. I fed it a travel article about the metro system, asked it to make a mind map, and it spat out a clean diagram that I could export as a JPEG or PDF, or even share it as a note. That's super handy. Even the Photos app gets some new AI features. There's AI Relighting, which basically adds fill light to your photos but in a very smart way. Then there's AI Perfect Shot. You know those moments when your eyes are slightly shut or your expressions are a bit off? You can actually fix those now. OnePlus's AI will go through your gallery and find a better face from your other pictures and swap it in. OnePlus also has this new thing called AI Play Lab. It's like a sandbox where they test experimental AI tools. One feature in particular called Party Up can turn a single photo into a short video. It's open only to a few select members of the OnePlus community, but boy does it look fun. Of course, with all this AI, the big question is privacy, but OnePlus is ready for it. OxygenOS 16 brings private computing cloud, which encrypts everything using both the CPU and GPU. Basically, your sensitive data stays private. Even OnePlus can't access it. And if your phone ever goes missing, there's Flux Lock. You can remotely lock your device so your data is untouchable. It's an India-only feature for now and will roll out with the OnePlus 15 series, but still, it's a nice feature to have. OnePlus has also fine-tuned how your OnePlus device connects to a PC, a Mac, or an iPhone. Touch to Connect, for example, works better than ever. You can share photos and videos instantly by tapping phones together. But yes, if you want to transfer photos to an iPhone, you still need to have the O+ Connect app. Even iPhone to OnePlus transfers are smoother and faster now. OnePlus also claimed that they're adding support for Apple Watch. Now I tried to use it with my Apple Watch Series 10, but for some reason it did not work. Probably because I was running the closed beta. Still, it's an interesting option. So what do I make of all this? Well, OxygenOS 15 was one of the best Android skins, at least in my book. OxygenOS 16 builds on that, not by changing everything, but by polishing the experience and making AI actually useful. Mindspace with Gemini is something I can see myself using every day, whether for work, travel, or my random plans. Everything about this update looks like it has huge potential, especially the AI bits. OxygenOS 16 might just be the Android skin that finally gets the balance right. Fast, clean, and genuinely smart. Other smartphone makers should be taking notes. Let us know what you think of OxygenOS 16 in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.